Good afternoon and happy satisfying Saturday to each and every one of you. Listen, I'm gonna jump right on into this video because I have a ton of things that I need to get done today. One of which is the book project that I've been working on. It is now ready to be uploaded into Amazon, and fingers crossed that Monday, if not Monday, Tuesday, no later than Wednesday, it'll be ready for you all to purchase. So let's jump right on in. Today's topic is I'm going to be talking about the Stoic Temperance for staying calm. One of the things that, or I should say one of the reasons why this hits home for me is because I've shared with you all before, and if I didn't, I apologize. But I am susceptible to having seizures, and I know that stress can bring it on, as well as low blood sugar levels and other things too, but definitely stress. So I am always looking for ways to keep myself calm. So this one hit home for me. So according to the Stoics, temperance is one of the 4 fundamental virtues that a person should possess, along with wisdom, justice, and courage. Temperance is all about self-control and moderation, understanding our limits and not letting our passion dominate us. It's the capacity to remain calm in the face of adversity. This virtue is important in order for you to make good decisions. So how do you practice temperance? Well, I have 10 things that I'm going to share with you, give you a bonus, and then I'm going to bid you good day. Number 1 is not succumbing to desire. We must strive to make decisions based on what is truly beneficial for us in the long term, rather than what simply provides immediate pleasure. When we learn to delay gratification, it can be a great starting point. This can be done by setting long-term goals and working toward them, breaking them down into step-by-step achievements instead of seeking instant rewards. Remember, the journey should come before the destination. I need to say that one more time. Remember, the journey should come before the destination. If you understand and apply this to any goal, you'll start living a much more fulfilling life. Number 2, appreciate what you have. True wealth lies more in enjoying what you have than in having what you desire. The Stoics teach us the importance of simplicity and moderation by accepting what we have instead of constantly craving more. This will allow us to free ourselves from the endless pursuit of what's new and better. This is why we must practice gratitude daily. And if you've been around me any length of time, then you know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that I'm always talking about practicing gratitude. Gratitude is something that we have to do daily. It is not something that you do only on Sunday morning. It's not something that you do only on Monday, but it is something that you do daily. And I'm going to tell you why I'm a firm believer on that, because I believe that when you are grateful for what you have, God will bless you with more. But if you can't show him that you're grateful for what you already have, why should he give you more? And not only that, somebody somewhere wishes they had what you have. And you're sitting here saying to yourself, well, I wish I had this, I wish I had that, I wish I had the other, not thinking that you need to be grateful for what you have, because somebody somewhere right now is looking at you saying, I wish I had half of what that person had. Do you know, I'm going to say this and I'm going to move on, but do you all know that I wake up every day and I show my gratitude to God by thanking him for what I have? I always tell him that if he doesn't do anything else for me, I'm going to be all right. You know why? Because I'm thankful for what I already have. I'm thankful for God who opens doors that no man can close. Come on, somebody, because you know what I'm talking about. I'm thankful that he will close doors that no man can ever open. But more importantly, I am just thankful for everything that I have. And again, if God doesn't do anything else for me, I'm not saying don't, Lord, but if God doesn't do anything else for me, just know that I am truly thankful. Take a moment each day to verbally thank God for the things that you have, great, small, or in between. You also can write these things down in your gratitude journal. I have a gratitude journal that I try. I'm not even going to sit and tell y'all that lie that I write into it every day. That's why I said I try to make sure I write into it every day. I did not write into it yesterday, but you best believe I will write in it today. Number 3, practice gratitude. Stop demanding that things happen the way you want them to. Instead, ask God to allow His will to be done in your life. You see, gratitude is both an attitude and an active practice. I don't know about you, but whenever I go to the throne of grace, I ask God, I say, Lord, if it is your will, not my will, but if it is your will, I'm asking for, and then rattle off my laundry list of things I'm asking Him for. But I said, Lord, only if it's your will. See, because I don't want anything that God does not want for me, and neither should you. And you have to get to a place where you can be that way, because you might be thinking, all right, Lord, you may not think I need this, but I think I need it. But I've gotten to a place in my life where I understand that if it's not God's will, then I don't want it. I just simply don't want it. But I love that gratitude is both an attitude and an active practice. Gratitude is an attitude that you should have, but it's something that we all should practice daily. You don't just practice it when everything is going good. You practice it no matter what. So this allows us to focus on what's positive instead of what's negative. And it's all within your own mind. Make sure you stay away from people who poison your gratitude by constantly complaining about everything and everybody. The problem that I have with some folks is that they complain about everything and everybody. They never have a good thing to say. And if you're one of those people, I need you to fix it. And I need you to fix it now. It's okay. We all have times where something gets on our nerves or someone gets on our nerves. That's a part of life. But when you go through life and all you do is complain every single day about everything and everybody, that is a problem. You are toxic. And you need to fix that. Number 4, learn to deal with setbacks. Seneca said, difficulty is what awakens genius. The Stoics teach us that challenges and setbacks are not obstacles to our lives, but opportunities to learn and grow. I don't know about you, but I thoroughly believe that. That's why I believe it was Willie Jolly who said a setback, come on now, is a setup for a comeback. Have you ever noticed that more times than not, when people experience a setback, that's when you moving ahead 10 steps and you get pushed back 5. All it's doing is resetting you to set you up for a comeback. You're going to come back better and stronger than you were before. So while I'm not sitting around with my hand raised saying, Lord, just give me setbacks, send them on, Lord, I'm not saying that. But I will say that I do go to God in prayer and I say, Lord, if you need to set me up for better things, and in order to do that, you need to push me back a few steps, I'm open for it. I'm here for it, because I know that a setback is a setup for a comeback, and it allows you to learn and to grow. Number 5, practicing resilience. This may involve learning to take life's difficulties calmly and with balance, viewing setbacks as opportunities to grow rather than personal failures. It could also involve developing problem-solving skills and adopting a growth mindset where you recognize that you can learn and improve from your mistakes and challenges. Number 6, live in the present. An important part of Stoicism is the idea of living in the present. Many of our worries stem from regretting the past or fearing the future. Let me say that one more time. Many of our worries stem from regretting the past or fearing the future. By focusing on the here and now, you can free yourself from these concerns and maintain calm and serenity in the present. Too often we can't enjoy the present because we're so busy worrying about the past or what is to come. And I've come to learn that you've got to learn to enjoy where you are. And I'm not saying that you can't have goals, because I am a firm believer in having goals, but I'm also saying that you've got to learn to live in the present. Do you know a lot of times we miss the present and the blessings that are associated with the present because we're so busy thinking about what we did or said in the past? And you're thinking, well, dang, I shouldn't have said this, or I shouldn't have done that, I shouldn't have gone here. Stop, let that go. That's in the past, sweetie. That is in the past. Let it go, because there's nothing you can do to change it. And you can sit, and I'm not saying, again, don't think about the future, but don't dwell on it. Don't dwell on it so much so that you miss your blessings right now. Okay. Number 7, practice empathy. We are all dealing with our own challenges. So by practicing empathy, we can better understand others and respond in a way that maintains peace and harmony. So before you judge someone else, try putting yourself in their shoes. Again, I am a firm believer in that. Now, let me tell you what I'm not saying. I'm not saying that just because Susie or Joe is going through something that they get free reign to just terrorize everybody else and make your life or my life miserable. No, I'm not saying that. You do have to, jack people up by the collar sometimes and say, wait a minute, hold up now. I know you got stuff going on in your life, but that right there, that's not cool. That is not cool, and we're not going to have that. You do have to do that, but I am saying that there are going to be times, and that this is where discernment will have to come in. But there are going to be times where you're going to have to put yourself in somebody else's shoes. You have that person that's hurting from whatever, doesn't even matter, but put yourself in that shoes. If you've been down that road, you lost someone that was close and dear to you, you can understand that they're not in a position where they just want to be the nicest person in the world. Okay, I get it. But you have to learn, we all have got to learn to have some empathy. And the older I've gotten, I've learned to put myself in other people's shoes. How would I feel if I were in their place? How would I react if I were in their place? But again, like I said, sometimes you have to jack them up by the collar and say, okay, wait a minute now. I understand that you got some stuff going on. I get it. I do get it. I get it. However, your behavior is unacceptable. Number 8, accept what you can't change. And I've talked about this not too long ago. So what disturbs people is not events, but their judgments about events, as Epictetus says. Accepting the things that we can't change and focusing on the things that we can change is the key to living a serene life. A perfect example of this is the weather. We can never control what each day will bring. It could be a storm or a sunny day. So worrying about it is a waste of time and energy. Accepting what you can't change will free you from a major concern and allow you to live more calmly and balanced. It is important to accept the fact that you are human and therefore incapable of being perfect. Do you know that there are some people who go around trying to be perfect? They want to be perfect in everything they say, everything they do, and that's just not life. We are not a perfect people. We are imperfect people because we're humans. And as humans, we are flawed. The only perfect person I know is Jesus himself. That's it. That is it. But those of us who walk around in flesh and blood, we are not perfect. We make mistakes. We say things that we shouldn't say. We do things that we shouldn't do. And so we have to understand that you cannot, accepting the things that you cannot change will make your life so much easier. The example that I gave about the weather. Today, the sun is out, but it's still a little chilly. It's only 48 degrees. Now, I can't control the weather. Last week, we had some weather, I think they got almost up to the 80s. And I think this week, we're looking at, mid-50s. Mid-50s to upper 50s. but you just cannot control the weather. And then the following week, it may be back to being cold again. I don't know. But I have learned to accept the things that I can't change. I didn't say I had to like it, but I do accept it. I can't change your behavior. I can't always change how you think about me. So I've learned to accept that. It's all right. You can think what you want to think. It matters not to me. Number 9. Keep learning and growing. Take time each day to learn something new. It can be something major or it can be something minor. Every day I wake up, that is part of my prayer and meditation time. And I ask God, Lord, teach me something today that I did not know yesterday. Like I said, it can be something small, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. But I always want to be learning. I don't ever want to get to a place where I feel like I know it all, because I don't know it all. I don't. So keep yourself open to learning something new. Number 10, practice detachment. This means freeing yourself from excessive dependency on external things from your own happiness. For your own happiness. Your inner peace shouldn't depend solely on people, places, or things. Can I say that one more time? Your inner peace, my inner peace, our inner peace should not solely depend on people, places, or things. Never measure your worth by what you have in comparison to others. And I talked about that not too long ago. We cannot compare our worth based on what somebody else has. Because I talked about that just recently. You don't know what that person had to do to get that thing. Some of them had to do some funny things. And when I say funny, I'm not talking about ha-ha funny. But they had to do some funny things to get where they are. Or to get that home, get that car, get that bank account. And if you want to sell your soul to the devil to have nice things, that's up to you. I don't judge. This is a judge-free zone here. I'm just not going to do it. I'm going to work for it, pray and ask God for it, but I will not do certain things just to have something else. But I said all that to say that we covet what other people have, not realizing that they had to do a lot to get that. They had to sacrifice a lot to have the things that they have. So if you want to base what you have and base your worth on what somebody else has, you're just wasting your time. You're absolutely wasting your time. Now, here's your bonus. Your self-care. You must keep your body in good shape. Otherwise, your mind can't be strong and healthy. The body and mind are interconnected and they function as one. This is why it's important to take care of your physical and mental well-being. Remember that neglecting your physical health is a sign of disrespect. I don't think many people know that, but when you neglect your physical health, and I'm going to dare I say it, even your mental health, it is a sign of disrespect. It is a sign to God that you don't value what He's given you. And you only get one, so why not take care of it? The happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts. Marcus Aurelius once said, often what we consistently think becomes our reality. Make sure your thoughts lead you towards peace, serenity, and temperance. So I can't stress that enough, that your self-care is so important. It really is important. And this is why oftentimes you'll hear me talking and I'll say things like, you've got to find time that you can just go off to the side and just be by yourself, even if it's only for 10, 15 minutes. Put on some motivational, meditational music and just close your eyes and just breathe. Close your eyes and just breathe. Just breathe and just ask God to speak to your mind. Ask God to speak to your body. Use that 10 to 15 minutes to really get focused to hear what thus saith the Lord. Take time to eat healthy. I'm not saying you have to be real thin. I'm not even saying you have to be high school skinny. But what I am saying is take care of your body. Do you realize that many of the things that we deal with today are a direct result of us not taking care of our bodies? I mean, it really is, and it's sad, but that's just the reality in which we live. So I want you all to make it a priority to take care of your physical and mental well-being. God gave us these bodies, and he gave it to us with the mindset that we were going to take care of it. Now, he already knew ahead of time whether you would or wouldn't. But again, we're not judging anybody. All I'm saying is, as you go through life and you go to that job that most of you can't even stand, come on, somebody, I want you to make sure you take care of your physical and mental well-being the way you take care of your car, the way you take care of your home, the way you take care of your children, the way you take care of whatever it is that you have. Take care of your mental and physical well-being the exact same way. Let's show God that we are appreciative of what he gives us and has given us by taking care of it. You guys, that's it. That's all I have. If you're new to watch my videos, I want to say welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. If this is not your first rodeo, I want to say welcome back. Y'all know I miss you. I don't get a chance to see you. Go out there, and no matter what you do, no matter where you go, I need you to have fun and be safe all at the same time. Please, you guys. There's so much going on in this world. It's just almost a sad world in which we live. And I just want you all to just be safe and have fun, okay? Now, having said that, y'all know the drill, you know the spiel. I love you to the moon and back, and there is nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing, that you can do to change my mind, because I love you. I want nothing but the best for you, and this is why I like to leave you with this. The best is yet to come. Love you all. We'll talk again tomorrow.